Hey everyone, welcome back to Brian's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail. This video is going to be about the disappearance of Thomas Lee Robison, which I did a short video on yesterday, which was a mistake. I should have just done a long video. The point of this video is to reach as many people as possible. The short video really didn't reach a lot of people. This is because he just disappeared this week. There is a massive search going on. I talked to some of my friends and associates that work in and around that area. They are all wanting as many people to help as possible. If any of you have any friends that live in the Grand Canyon National Park area or the Glen Canyon National Recreation area or are going to be going there anytime soon this weekend, please share this information with them. Thomas Lee Robison is a 58-year-old man. He's 5'10", roughly 160 pounds. He's got brown hair, currently a grayish mustache with a goatee. He's traveling with his Welsh Corgi, an 11-year-old dog. They were in Grand Canyon National Park at some point, but it is thought that they went north up to the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. Although technically Glen Canyon National Recreation Area is not part of Grand Canyon National Park, it is thought that his intention was to use this homemade raft, which I'll have pictures of, to go down the Colorado River back into Grand Canyon National Park, which, if this is what he was planning, this is extremely dangerous for many reasons. This Lee's Ferry is where his vehicle was found, a 2001 champagne-colored Toyota Tacoma. It was found abandoned this past Sunday, April 21st. This isn't the actual vehicle, but this is what the vehicle would look like. It was there for a couple days. He was officially reported missing on April 24th of 2024, this week. This is a picture of that parking area. He hasn't been seen or heard from since. This is a picture of the homemade raft that it is believed that he was traveling down the river on, or is thought to be traveling down the river on. As you can see, it's basically 3 different pieces of wood that are been tied together in various ways with a paddle and a life vest. The area in which his vehicle was found, the Colorado River, the water is very calm. It's a good area. A lot of people love to go there specifically for water activities. However, as you go down further on the Colorado River, we're going to look at this on a map, it gets into more canyons, more rapids. It can be extremely dangerous. Given the fact that his vehicle was found last Sunday, it is really hard to determine where he might be on the Colorado River, or if he's even still alive. Everyone, of course, is praying and hoping that they both are still alive. And it's possible that his boat came ashore somewhere and he's just in an area that's surrounded by cliffs and he's just waiting for help. That's completely plausible. It's just impossible to say. This is another picture of Thomas with his 11-year-old, 25-pound Welsh Corgi. Robison is from Santa Fe, New Mexico. It is believed that he traveled a couple days prior to his vehicle being found. It is a very popular time to be in and around that area before the temperatures get really hot. Unfortunately, Mr. Robison failed to abide by many safety rules. In most areas of the park and the Colorado River, it is required that you have a permit to go down the river. It is also required that you have or are using a permissible type of raft or kayak and have all the proper safety equipment. Obviously, if park authorities had known prior, they would not have allowed him to go down the river on this homemade raft. It's also not known why Thomas didn't go through the proper channels. It's possible that he was only going to go down the river a little bit, didn't want to go through the permit process and thought, well, I'll just go down the river a little bit and then hike back up, maybe lost control of his raft. It's impossible to say, but it is believed, based on things that he'd said to other people weeks before, that he was planning on going down the Colorado River at some point on this homemade raft. The authorities are still trying to figure out who the last person he spoke to was, because all we know of right now is that his vehicle was found in Lee's Ferry, abandoned in the parking lot, and no one has seen or heard from him since. A search and rescue effort of this kind is very difficult and also very dangerous. Because of the situation, they have to mainly rely on helicopters. They can also use drones. They also have certain types of boats that they can use in certain areas of the river. The use of ground teams is fairly limited to just searching in and around various areas that they can access. Due to the time that's passed since they found his vehicle, they can only estimate where he could possibly be based on the currents. However, even that is really tough because, like I said earlier, it's possible that his raft came ashore somewhere where he's just surrounded by a bunch of cliffs. Because he is on the water, there are so many possibilities. I mean, the dog could have jumped out for a swim, forcing him to try and turn around and get the dog. Maybe this is how they got into trouble. It didn't look like he had a life vest for the dog. I can't confirm that just based on the pictures. It didn't look like he had one. This is another picture of him. He has got hazel eyes. I also wanted to say that it is not known for sure that he was just traveling down the river with his dog. They don't know whether he was possibly part of a group or with some people that he had met. All these unknowns just make the search that much harder. That's why I'm making this video. I want people to share it with as many people as possible, especially if you're in and around that area or planning to be in and around the area of the Grand Canyon, especially the northern part, or Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. The authorities are looking for anyone's help. Because look at this. I mean, look at the terrain and look at how the river cuts through it. It's not called the Grand Canyon for nothing. When we look at this map of the terrain, you can see the river is wider up near Lee's Ferry, but it quickly becomes narrower, more rapids. It curves around. It's possible that he could be much further down than they even think at this point. Look at the way it curves down and around, and it changes all the time from fast moving water to slow moving water. Even if he is stuck somewhere because of the terrain, he could be stuck somewhere even with the helicopters and drones. They might not be able to see him or find him. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully with more people knowing, more teams getting out there using infrared, side-seeking sonar, any technology they possibly can. It's only been 5 days. It's unknown what kind of supplies he had with him. That said, based on what the authorities found, they don't believe that he had many supplies with him. They don't believe he was prepared for this at all, based on the pictures that I showed you of the raft. I agree, I don't think he was at all prepared for this adventure. Again, it's possible he wasn't even trying to do that much time on the water. It's just impossible to say. If you have any information regarding this disappearance, please contact the Grand Canyon Dispatch at 928-638-7805. If you are watching this video and happen to know Mr. Robinson, please contact his family, contact the authorities with any information that could possibly help them. My thoughts and prayers go out to Thomas Lee Robison, his dog, his friends, his family, all his loved ones, and to all the men and women of all the search and rescue teams and all of the authorities that are risking their lives to help bring him and his dog home safe. Thank you all for watching. Please, like I said already a couple times, circulate this video to anyone you can, anyone you think might be able to help. Thank you for all your feedback and support. Special thank you to co.ag for providing the background music. I will keep following this case and will update you when any further information becomes available. Hopefully they are both found safe soon. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. I know for those of you that did see the short video, most of this was a review. Unfortunately, that video really didn't reach that many people. The whole purpose was to try and get this out as an alert so that people in and around that area or anyone traveling to that area that might possibly see this video will know what to look for, or if anyone knows Thomas, can help provide the authorities and search and rescue teams with more information. I'll have the information of the contact info in the description. Let's hope and pray that they are both found safe and brought home alive. If rafting down the Colorado River is something you want to do, please don't do it in this manner. There are tour guides, raft groups, all kinds of safe ways to go about it. And please, I always recommend if you're going solo anywhere, carry a SATCOM device.